Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the English News of Channel 1. I am Ahmad Afra Rashid. The Civil Service Commission calls to reinstate the full salaries of civil servants, stating that the Commission sees signs of recovery from the special economic circumstances that led to the deduction of the salaries in 2009. As a result of the global recession, the government was forced to take austerity measures, which led to a decrease in the salaries of civil servants last year. The Commission assured its employees to have confidence that this year their full salaries will be reinstated in line with the state budget of 2011. The Commission also denied rumors of a revised remuneration structure for the Commission. Last week, the People's Majlis passed a new remuneration framework which adds an additional 249 million rupiah to the state budget in salaries and amenities for the executive, legislative and judiciary and also the independent commissions. Protests continue today as well, calling for the new remuneration framework be revised. In particular, today's protest was against the high salaries of parliamentarians. Civil servants, NGOs and community leaders took part in today's protest. They called the act of increase in the amenities of parliamentarians irresponsible and a loss for lay citizens. One of the protesters who spoke to Channel 1 said the reasons parliamentarians give is not acceptable and can be classified as corruption. They said they were protesting today because they cannot accept this reason, saying that they don't have to spend money from their own pockets and play the part of welfare officers, leading to corruption. Last week, parliamentarians held a joint press conference in defense of their decision, stating that the new structure not only increases salaries of the parliamentarians, but a number of other institutes. A declaration was also sent to the Speaker to amend the new structure, slashing the 20,000 rupiah allowance for parliamentarians, but no outcome has yet been yielded, and the Parliament is in recess and will convene again in 3 months. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is in talks with the United Nations to retain the travel allowances Maldives received as a least developed country, as the country was enlisted to the list of developing countries yesterday. In a statement released by the ministry today, it was stated that the ministry loses a lot of commercial and economic amenities it received until yesterday. The ministry asked the United Nations to retain the travel allowances as the other amenities would be cut, putting a huge toll on the state budget. The ministry also informed that they were in talks with its Swiss counterpart to subsidize the rent for the Maldives' mission in Geneva. The Maldives was listed as a least developed country for the past 40 years, and the country graduated to the list of middle-income developing states January 1st due to its economic growth in the past years. The Ministry of Transport and Communication informs that a transport review committee will be soon formed in the Middle Province to regulate the transport network of the province. Speaking at a function to inaugurate the network, Minister of Transport Adil Salim said this committee will include representatives of the island of the province. The purpose of this committee is to give input on the efficiency of the transport services in the province and also act as a middleman in reporting to the ministry. At present, 3 ferries are run in the province with a capacity of 70 passengers. The Middle Province consists of Mim, Faf and Dalu atolls. The Elections Commissions reveal that more than 1,200 people have been registered to vote in an island outside of their registered constituency. This includes 9,000 people who registered to vote for their constituencies in Male and an additional 3,000 people registered to vote in other countries allocated to vote outside the Maldives. Voting centres are to be established in Kuala Lumpur, Colombo and Trivandrum outside of Maldives if more than 300 people register to vote in these centres. Additional registration centres are now installed in Male Vinigili and Tajuddin School in Male. The last date for registration is the 5th of this month. The Maldives Broadcasting Corporation seeks 6 court orders against 2 institutions, stating that the company's smooth running is hindered, seeking the transfer of assets from the Maldives National Broadcasting Corporation. Asma Shakur, who represents MBC at the court, said the 6 court orders were sought by the company. One is to seek an order to re-register the land given to MNBC in various parts of the country as an asset of MBC. 2 joint court orders on the board of MNBC and individual directors of the boards to transfer all intellectual and physical properties of MNBC to MBC. The court also seeks to transfer all employees of MNBC except the board of directors. The company also seeks a court order against the Communication Authority to hand over the frequencies used by television molders and Diviraj Gadu as frequencies for MBC. The additional court orders are sought to transfer all vehicles, furniture, resources brought from the state budget and any profit made by MNBC and the archives of MNBC to MBC. The final court order is sought to order all institutes to cooperate with MBC in its efforts to establish itself. Now a look at international news. Dilma Rousseff